Hi, hello, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are working on a 2011 Chevrolet Malibu. We are changing the O2 sensor, the oxygen sensor. This is going to be bank 1 sensor 2, which is after the catalytic converter. So yeah, basically the check engine light's on. It's giving a code for the catalytic converter, or I'm sorry, the oxygen sensor on the post cat. So it's also given two other codes that are emission related. So usually when you have those other codes, the emission related codes, in addition to that oxygen sensor code, it's the oxygen sensor throwing off the reading. Okay, the first thing you want to do when you do this, of course, have a jack, because you need to get under the car. So I actually decided to lift the passenger side because I noticed the exhaust runs on this end of the car. And I was able to get this on the frame rail. I'll show you that in a second. Also, definitely make sure your emergency brake is on. You definitely want to make sure the e-brake is on before you start lifting the car. You need to get this high enough to get under it. You just need to get under the front end. As you can see, this is where I'm lifting the frame rail of the car. Sometimes you can lift it from where the seam meets here. Some people will lift it there as well. I prefer the frame rail. It's a lot more solid. Make sure to also put a jack stand under there for security and safety. I'm just gonna lift that up and chalk it. Okay, so with something to lay on, that your car is up and situated, you want to make sure to locate where your sensor is. The sensor is right here, so you can see the motor is right here. If you're under the car in the front, the sensor is right there. And this is the 4-cylinder. There's only 2 sensors. There's an upstream and downstream. This is bank 1 sensor 2 under the car. So yeah, we're gonna remove that and replace it, and delete the codes, drive around. If it doesn't come back or no codes come back, we're good. And you want to unplug the cable. You want to unplug the cable here. You see that? And we're gonna unplug that from probably under the car as well. And you need a 22mm to loosen this, so I'm gonna do that now. So I will also say, when removing this, make sure the exhaust is cool. And if you cannot break it loose, get some PB Blaster, some penetrating oil, and spray it on there, give it some time to set in, and then try it again. It should likely break loose. If this is hot, or maybe it's good practice anyway, you could have some gloves or something to help you out. Let's see. Lefty loosey, so we are going to turn it this way. Make sure this is tight. I like to use adjustable wrenches. It's pretty tight on there. So what I'm gonna do is get a bar. I like to call it a cheater bar. It's gonna give me some more leverage on this to break it loose. I could use my own advice and get some PB Blaster, but I'd rather try it this way first because it's quicker. All right, let's see. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna go down. It just turned a little bit, so let's see if that helps us out. And it did. So that's broken loose now. As you see, it twists. So we can unscrew this and go ahead and replace this oxygen sensor. Just like that. Let's see if we can get up here and unclip it. See, I'm gonna remove this and then I'm gonna show you how to unclip this once I get it out. Okay, so instead I decided to show the new one. So this is what the connector looks like when you get in there. You do not have to remove these two hit at the bottom. This is what's going to be at the bottom of it. You want to remove it from this part back here, and they have something tabbed in there. You have to break that off, but it should look like this, and you pull that back and pull the old one out. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna screw the new one in. You want to screw this in before you connect it back, so you don't twist up the wires. So yeah, let's tighten this in, plug it up, and we're good to go. We have changed it. So after you've put the car back down off of the jack and jack stand, you have to go and delete the code that you had before. So ignition on. If you have a code reader, you can do it this way, or go to your auto parts store, let them do it. So yeah, after deleting the codes, the check engine light stayed off. So yeah, we've gone on the drive. It looks like this car is good to go and ready to pass emissions. All right, thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Subscribing helps me out tremendously because it helps me keep going and making these videos. So please subscribe, and thank you.